listening to Coffee and Conversation with Recovery Advocate Network, the nonprofit organization that strives to address the staggering disparity in resource availability for individuals suffering from mental health disorders, processing disorders, addictions, trauma healing, and sexual identity challenges. Together, we strive to end the stigma associated with these challenges so that true healing can begin. Listeners, we are back in the Edit Suite with another Recovery Advocate Network Coffee and Conversations podcast guest. These guests are volunteers, and their sole mission is to spread the word of hope, healing, education, compassion, community, and love to the world. So please take a moment and, number one, subscribe today so that you do not miss the full episode. And then number two, share this with your friends. You never know who around you needs to hear a voice of hope today. Okay, now sit back, grab your coffee, and enjoy this In the Edit Suite with Ange teaser. And so when I was reading this, and listeners, you guys should know, I have highlighted, I have 10 pages of notes on your book. We can't cover 10 pages of notes, but I've highlighted almost all of this book. And I consider myself to be a constant learning leader, which is one thing you said in your preface or your foreword was that you're a learner. And so I love that too. And as you mentioned, people who aren't learners aren't going to read this book. But if there's some listeners who are learners and want to, help build their personal algorithm, what their personal view of success is, and I know you have a lot about definitions about perfection and what success looks like and all of that, then this is a great tool to start using. So what would you say for a listener? Like, what area of the book did you or have you found to be most impactful to you as you've continued your leadership journey?
I think it is learning. I think it's the cool thing about the algorithm is designed to have an output. That output could be a successful output, it could be a good output, it could be bad, or it could be unsuccessful output. But it's an output nonetheless, and there's always something to take from an output. So the algorithm is efforts plus a process equals progress. So again, it's your efforts, regardless of whether they're good or bad, goes into a process, whether that process is a good process or not, and it always gets an outcome, which is progress. And progress can be good or bad. We all know, we tend to associate words like effort and progress with positive things. We think it takes good effort to do this, or in order to get progress, that means progress is a good thing. No, progress is just an act of moving forward. You can still move forward and have bad results that drive you to move forward. You just might be moving forward in the opposite direction of what you're wanting to go in. So progress in the algorithm is understanding it from start to finish.
Okay, this is Ange. Sorry to cut off this amazing guest, but we want to save the best pieces for the full episode, which means, listeners, click that subscribe button now and make sure you come back for the full episode. We know you are very busy, and we are very grateful that you are choosing to spend time with us. So first, click subscribe, then share with your friends. And of course, now back to your coffee.